Welcome back to Grumps Barn, and today, as you can see, I'm going to get on with this, and as you will see, I've also got on and done a final coat on this back axle. It is now nicely painted up. Also, I got on with the A-frame. Both of these parts have been through the blaster. Clean them all up. They were absolutely crapped up terribly, but they've had a damn good clean up now, and well, I've just zapped them over with a quick spray cold gel just to protect them. I'm going to do a top coat over those today, and also on the arms as well, get those done. Cleaned up all the bolts, they've all been acid treated. I did this yesterday and I forgot to bring the bloody camera with me, but never mind. I thought I was just coming down here to give the axle a quick coat, and then I ended up firing up the Jenny and cleaning everything up. Never mind. These bolts have all been cleaned up and acid treated. As you can see, that black there is where it was rusty before. The bolts are all in very good condition because I changed them all when I put the new ball joint on. I changed all the bolts at the same time, and they were all given a nice coat of anti-seize, and that's kept them all in very good condition. Wow, these bolts came out so easily and look perfect. Right, now I suppose I better go and get some gloves on and start painting this lot up. Well, I might actually just do up the bolts on here first, paint around it. They've already got a coat of cold gel that will protect them anyway. Right, I shall get on and get this painted, I think, and see what happens after that. Well, that's the first coat done. Only a quick rough one just to give it something to stick to. Now I'm going to have to give that a little while, or I'll chuck a second coat over the top of it. Although as that's literally not much more than a tack coat anyway. Should only need about half an hour. In the meantime, I'm going to find something else to do. Don't know what yet. You'll find out in a minute. There we go. That's the first proper coat on these. And tomorrow I should give them another quick flick over with the paintbrush to cover any areas that are a bit lacking. But basically they're done. Not too bad. I'll keep them going for another 20 odd years. Oh, and these nuts and bolts on them, I've been making sizes as I've gone along. It's a 27mm nut, but the bolt appears to be a 28mm. Oh, it might possibly be some imperial size, but I'm not quite sure what. Whatever it is, I haven't got that size. But I've found that a 30mm is only just a little bit too big, but will hold it while you're doing it up. Ah, Land Rover, eh? They did pick some fucking awkward sizes. Never mind. That'll do for now. And I'm going to leave this till tomorrow I'm not going to go lifting it up yet, apart from the fact that I'm using the lift for drying those off anyway. But no, I can't really lift this yet. I want to let this paint harden off a bit more. I should leave it for another day to harden a bit. Otherwise, when I lift it up, it's going to just be ripping bits of paint off here and there. Right, I think that's me done for today. These things take so much time. Nice and easy when you see the flick throughs like this, where I just edit out all the boring stuff of painting everything, whatever, but it takes bloody ages to do nothing, as you probably know. Right then. Oh, and when I put the bolts in between the brackets and the A-frame arms here, those bolts have been given a nice coating of the old zinc-based anti-seize. Good stuff, that. That's thanks to Uncle Mike over in Canada. Because I always used to use copper slip on everything as an anti-seize. But this stuff apparently stays more liquid. Doesn't harden up like copper does over time. But we shall see. Anyway, that's me for now. See you tomorrow. Alright, back again. Now, I've just loosened off the wheels on this axle to lift her up. Oh dear. It's taken me about 40 minutes. I had to use those bars over there on the breaker bar to get them undone, and even that took a hell of a lot of doing. A couple of them were just so tight it was ridiculous. I thought I was going to have to resort to heat, but no, I got them sprayed down with a lot of penetrating fluid, and with a hell of a lot of effort got on the bloody things off. Right, I've got the A-frame bits sitting out the way at the back over there. They're going to need a teeny bit more black paint, but that can bloody wait. I need the lift now. Get this up onto the trusty old Workmate. Ah, dear me. Ah, I'm knackered. Never would have thought trying to get those bloody wheels off would be so difficult. I mean, I can't remember last time I took the damn things off. Who knows what I'm going to find underneath there. Oh well, here we go. Get something to lift this up with. Get the wheels off and then put it up on the Workmate. Well, there we go. Wheels off. Up in the air. Well, on the trusty old Workmate. It's not going to be on there that long, this one. Not too bad behind there, a bit rusty. I'll give it a bit of a clean up and treat it. I think I'll bother painting it, I'll just treat it. I've got to get the very knackered caliper off this side here. Completely buggered. This one here was a new caliper not so long ago. As you can see, it's actually not in very good condition. With a bit of a clean up maybe. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Seen worse. Yeah, I'll give this all a clean up. Tie it up a little bit. Right. What I've got to do now, get this apart. That brake line off there. And get the caliper off. I'll obviously take all the brake pads out because they're all being replaced with new ones. Then we can put all this back together again and sling it underneath the chassis. When that's done, I will be very, very happy because I have a rolling chassis again. And I've said that a few times, but it's gonna be good. Can't wait. Oh, then I got all the fiddling about fitting everything else to the bloody chassis before I push it back under, including all the fun of fitting new brake lines everywhere. Yeah, it's going to be lovely. All that very careful bending. Got to find my bending tool first. I know it's here. I have seen it since I've been here, but fuck knows where I saw it. Right, let's get on. Get this brake line off. Right, well that's the brake pipes off. I've left that one on that end because that's not going anywhere and I don't fancy snapping at the moment. I only want it for a bit of a shape anyway, so it can stay on that end. Undone it this end, taken the other one off, that's down there now. And obviously plug the end up temporarily to stop any crap getting into that caliper. Incidentally, if you're doing this, it's another typical Land Rover thing. Even though this is a 1996 machine and most of the stuff is metric, these aren't. 7/16 the size of those. All the fittings are 7/16. So if you try your 11mm, it'll be too big and it'll get around it. If you try a 10, it's too small. But like the smallest bearing Goldilocks, the 7/16 just right. Exciting stuff. I'm going fucking mad. Right. Now, let's get on and get this caliper off. Well, true to form, the 2 bolts holding that caliper in didn't want to come out. They're in pretty good nick, but I think they're just a little bit too much thread lock on there. They appear to have been half covered in it. Never mind. Got them out in the end. Just remember when you're undoing these sort of things, you need a 13mm double hex, bi-hex, normal, basically a normal socket if you like that. Picks it out quite nicely, and this caliper, oh, I'm ashamed to show you this one, I tell you. Look at the state of this. Absolutely fucked, and that is nearly down to the metal. There's a teeniest sliver of fucking brake material on this side. Got a seized piston on one side, I can see from here. The other one's working. But now that's been thrown away anyway. That doesn't really matter. Oh dear, I'm not usually that lax in looking after my bloody vehicle. Fuck. Oh well, such is life. Onwards, upwards and backwards. Alright, well that's that for now. Tomorrow I shall get in here, clean this all up and get the new caliper on there. And I can get the new brake lines made up. Although I'd say made up, they're already made. I cheated with this one. I just couldn't be asked to fuck about with all the fittings and whatever you and cutting all the links and that. I bought a ready-made set. Of course they've all got to be bent to shape, but they're already there with all the correct fittings and everything else, which just saves a lot of hassle. Right then, that's me for today. I'll be back in a moment tomorrow.